Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and it's time for a little God block, and I'm here by the puller. I keep wanting to call it the ore puller, but no, it's just the puller, and it pulls ores out of the nothing, and if we look down below, there's nothing down there, and it's nothing but nothingness, and it's worked really well, but yeah, I'm not going to talk about what it did. Not yet, because there's been an update to the mod pack. GodBlock is now version 1.6.7, and you'll want to jump on that version. Several things have changed. One of the things that has changed in here are quests. This is the same as the previous version, but there's now 2 chapters for Hearth Well. The first one, book. Yes, I added that, and it walks you through getting up to the crystals, and then the second chapter walks you through making the cores. And you've seen me do that in the previous episode. So the first one here talks about smashing the crystals into shards, and then making your first core. I walk you through making these blocks. Talk about getting the amplifying tube, which you use to transmit stuff, make the azul, make the precision grinder, get the power crystals to do that, some fluids, water and lava, because with this now you can make flint, you can grind the cobble into flint. Flint and iron gives you the flint and steel, which you use to make the warm cores out of the heat blocks. You can also now make another portal to throw crystals through, and make the light collector, which gives you access to the verdant core, and then with the stuff you can make with the verdant core, now you have access to the sentient core. And with that, the walkthrough for Hearth Well is done. Mistcraft hasn't had any changes to it. Astral Sorcery, I did change this because it did say that you can get the Astral Sorcery structures, because that gives you access to some constellation papers and the Astral Aquamarines and the blocks, because we ain't got none around here. It says the nether and the end, but those dimensions have been disabled because of Hearth Well. So this now talks about going into the hunting dimension, where those structures have been whitelisted, so they will appear in there, and it talks about how to make the nether, in a nether-like frame, the hunting dimension blocks and flint and steel, and you get in there. It's perpetually dark. It's always night. There's lots of mobs. It's going to be very dangerous. Scary. Anyway, so that questing is new and in place. And, oh, yes. Hi there, guy. Note here, well, spin around here. I put a little fence here because I didn't want the passive mobs to come wandering over, just like Roxy decided to come wandering over and sit in front of my desk. Did you? Yes, you did. Yes, she's a nice kitty cat. And she's put her head over my left hand. So now I'm going to have a hard time moving my left hand to the keys. Anyway, I put this here so I can get back and forth. It prevents the pigmen, like that guy, from getting in and the passive guys out. I just culled the herd and got rid of all the stuff that was out here. Anyway, so one of the things, the quests, and I'll have to run through these quests to actually do these. The Book of the Well. This is something that there is a book in game. Here, let's just take a look. Book. There's the book. Book of the Well, first edition. Oh, nice kitty cat. And if you click on it to see the recipe, or you hit R, how to get it, it's unobtainable. Well, that's not much fun not to be able to get that way. But there is a ritual to make that happen. And it's on the wiki, which is handy to have. But, I really do prefer having in-game information. And there is no in-game information. I was just going to make those, but then I realized I didn't have an idea of what order they went in. There's the guide from before when I made it, and it actually had a recipe, leather surrounded by the quanta. And yeah, it doesn't work, and we've got broken textures now. Oh, hey, it gave me the quest for that. Wrong. That is a broken book, and it's now got... Ow! Quit biting me, Roxy. I'm moving my hand too much. So that's an invalid thing. That does not work. So instead, what you do is you need to craft 2 wooden pressure plates. Put one in one hand, the other in the other. There. So now we got them in both hands. And then you need to look up. Ow, ow, ow. Get bit by your cat. And now I need to take a quick look and see if I can find out the text. Roxy, quit bonking the keyboard. There we go. There's the text. Ow, ow, ow. She's really chewing on me. All right. You type in some specific words. Looking up, you crouch. Ow, 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 ow. That's almost as bad as being bit by the kitty. Oh, hey, water. So much better. That's how you get the book. The words are poor player, gods, please, yes. I think those are the words. Anyway, ouch. But now that gives you the Book of the Well as it's supposed to be given you. And if you take a look at it, there's stuff, which is mighty handy because this has information in here. For example, none of these. I want to take a look at multi-block machines. For example, this has the information of what the structure looks like. Or in the case of the precision grinder, here's what it looks like. Although what's interesting is mine is a mirror image of it, in that my out is on this side and the out's on that side. My guess is you could probably get this out to face in any direction as long as the grinder part has a port that I showed off. As long as you point it into any of the 3 directions, I bet you it works. So anyway, the fun stuff. Then here's separator. I would like to get to this because this allows you to break things down, and there's a way of getting to something that I think might be worth doing, but that's for much later. So yay, I've got the book. So mega kudos to the mod author Wellforce for having in-game documentation. And we'll deduct a point for the fact that there's no in-game information on how to get the book. But the book is very nice to have. We'll put that right there. All right, so we've got that. One of the things that I did want to do, I dumped a lot of my stuff off because I was AFKing a whole bunch. And I had a zombie kill me once, which I think that was, because the light over here had a single block that was dark enough it could allow the zombie to spawn, and he tracked me down over there and killed me over there. Anyway, what I want to do, I'm going to break this grass, and I can make grass, but I'll just use that for fun. This, I'm going to go ahead and make some more of these seeds. Gravel I have to gravel I have to grind, and the stone I have to the stone I have to bake, and I was getting low on both of those. In fact, that was my last 4 gravel. So I'm gonna let those go there, and hopefully the explosion will be captured and sucked in, although I should have put this on top. But I need the grass because I also want to do something here. This is the seed of the end. And if I come over here, I had to make extra more because that was my last 4, and I wanted to use that. I've got scorch grit, and I'm going to go blink, and that makes the seed of the nether. So those 2 are going to be very cool to have. Let's go ahead and break this, and it's gone. Yeah. Oh, see, that worked out very, very nicely. Okay, except for the stuff right here. That did not work out so well. But that really kept it from exploding all over. So yay. Okay, that's the way to do it. Ooh, I'm going to break this because I know a thing. And, okay, so what I want to do is I want to use the seed of the nether and the seed of the end. So let's go ahead and put down the seed of the nether. Looking at it, it says right click on the ground to sprout the nether, radius 10. Well, let's call that 10. Ow, ow, ouch. Stop it with the fire. Because I'm glad I put down the stop spreading fire. I'm glad I took down my tree, because that would have been bad. It would have gone on fire, because fire spread is on. Ooh, but I've got lots of glowstone. Okay, that is good. Oh, one more fire. Okay. That's why I got rid of that one block, because I knew it would transform stuff, and I didn't want to transform that one block of mine. Have you exploded yet? No, you still haven't exploded. So, yay for getting glowstone. And, stop that. Ooh, do I have dirt? No, I don't have dirt on me. Oh, but this also gave me some more gravel. Okay, that's good. It's snagging my glowstone. Okay, so I'm going to go... This... oh, stone! Yay for the stone. Okay, I am going to take and dislodge all of these glowstones and break up all these blocks. Ooh, some redstone there too. And get this back to at least dirt. And then I'm going to do the end one in here too. What's the radius on the end? Radius 5. Okay, so it's going to be less destructive. So that's good. Well, other than the ouchie part and having your base catch on fire, I got 16 blocks of glowstone from that. I think I had like 2 things of netherrack, so close to a stack and a half of netherrack from there. Got some flint, the scorched grit, that much redstone, and I got something like 16 or so gravel, plus, you know, however, yeah, 5 more flint. So that was well worth it. Oh, I just lost the center. That's the center. It is. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit it with the seed of the end. Actually, I'm okay with putting that there. Will you go on dirt? It looks like it will. Poof. Oh. Okay, so I've got moonstone, endstone, purple blocks, and a chorus flower. Well, yippee yahoo! I'm going to let this go ahead and grow. That will work out very nice. For the nonce, I'm just going to leave this here. It really doesn't matter. Let me check, make sure I picked up everything. I did. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to do is go ahead and make some more of the sentient... no, it wasn't the sentient. This. Soul steel, that's what I wanted, was soul steel. And for that, I needed this. And there's 4 of those because I'm going to make 4 sets of these. And then I need to make some glowstone, not glowstone, soulstone, and a crushing block because I lost my other crushing block from my death. It was one of those things that I didn't get back. Let's do all 16, toss, and hope that I get it all back. Crunch. Whoa, that's a whole lot more than I thought. Oh, cool. I was thinking I keep forgetting that. I've made this several times now, and I keep forgetting that, yes, the soul dust does multiply by 4. I am always surprised by that, which is surprising. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. There's the 4. There. This will be my second batch of the soul steel. I made something like 6, 8 was it? I can't remember. It was a while back. And as my mom says, I've slept since then, and I don't remember. Anyway, I want the soul steel because I want to make a heavy core stabilizer. So I need 4 of those plus an Azul machine case. For that, I am going to need 4 of those and some Azul. There we go. Make this real quick. Ding, ding, donk. There's my machine case. That goes there. The rods... oh, these are filled. Okay. Well, let's make a Empty rod. Okay, it's vertical. That's what it is. So let's do 2 of those. I need some glass. I've been making lots of glass because I'm making lots of stone dust because I've been feeding the stuff over there. You can go away. You know, I had enough from 1 ingot. I lied. I did not have enough from 1 ingot to do it. But anyway, so 2 of these. And I'll put those back in there. And the easy way to fill these is to hold, can I stack them? I can't stack them. Is to hold mysterious dust in your hand when you doink, and it fills it completely instead of taking like 3-4 hits to do it. There we go. I needed some of these, and I needed some light. Okay, so if I remember right, that, and that. 2 lights go there, and these here. There we go. The heavy core stabilizer. Why is that useful? Well, when I make a core of something, and we'll do that. We're going 2, 3, 1, 2. Grab one of these, and then just toss them all away because we don't need all those. And what am I low on? You know, I should, well, I've got enough soul stand here. I'm probably good. Ooh, magma blocks. Oh, that's warm core. Let's make some more iron because I only have 10 of iron. Why not? And that's the shard of the sacred land. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a shard of the sacred land and an iron. Ooh. And I completed a quest. Yeah, because I was saying I had gone through here. Wow, a bunch of these I've completed up. Or it recognized them. So anyway, yeah, it says make your first iron, which I already have. Why do I have 2? I must have misclicked. I do that. Okay, that and that and that. There gives me my rock core. And let's do my work over here. I'm going to put that stabilizer here. I'm going to put my rock core there. Let's hit it with a shard of the sacred land. And if I put iron next to it, dink, dink, see how this one popped off? Because it wasn't stabilized. This one, because it's the heavy, and there's a light, medium, and a heavy core, or stabilizer, the heavy one will permanently use that one block and will not allow it to get popped off. So just time, this should turn this as it's absorbing the essence of that, and ding, there we go. It has catalyzed that core into the block. Ain't that cool? So I don't have to go back and forth, you know, placing blocks anymore. It will do that for, well, it doesn't do it for me, but it will keep that there for me, which is mighty handy. So that is well worth making. So we talked about the seeds. Let's actually go, whoa, cool. Let's actually take a look at the ore, what it did for me. Now, this guy here, I moved him out of the way and charged him fully up. I charged him, I think it was about 2.5 times totally. It first started with some power, and I ended up, because, you know, I've got lots and lots of this growing bush here that I can sit there and harvest very quickly. And that's a stack. There we go. There's 3 stacks of this, and at 5 each, that goes up pretty fast in charging stuff. Oh, come on, get in there. Anyway, so 2.5 runs of that crystal over here, and it produced this amount of ore for me. So lots and lots and lots of coal, redstone lapis, some diamond and emerald, and I've got double the emerald as I did as the diamond, but that's okay. I can make both of these. I don't think I've made emerald yet. Haven't really had anything that really called for it. But I put these ones down here. We've got some gold, a lot of iron, some glowstone ore, which is very nice, and some quartz ore. These are, well, you know, gold and iron. That's vanilla Minecraft. But these are from Hearth Well, which gives me access to glowstone and quartz because you can't go through the end, the nether. The nether and the end do not exist as far as accessible dimensions with Hearth Well involved. So that's a way of getting stuff. Oops, no, over here. This is a way of getting stuff beyond the standard. The standard go through the nether, go through the end. Because is there a stronghold around here that I can find? Nope. There ain't nothing out there. In fact, if you look around, there ain't nothing out there. I had, when I initially spawned several versions back, there were some islands from Tinkers, and there were, I think it was Tech Reborn had some oil, tar, something little lakes down lower. I have pulled up World Edit and got rid of all those, so it's a complete void. And if you install the latest pack and install a new world from the latest pack build, it's a very void-like world too. I do have a little bit up above. There's a structure from, and there's another one in there, from Astral Sorcery. But the code has been fixed. Yeah, I also have snow. The code's been fixed so that everything should be the nothingness block and nothing else, and the Astral Sorcery will appear in the hunting dimension. That's going to soon stop. Go ahead, branch for me. Anyway, the reason why I separated out these ores, getting back on track, is I can process these ores. These I can just break with a pick and we're good and done. But these ores, the best thing to use is my grinder here. So if I come in here and spit in ore, this is the part where you grind. Well, you got power. Oh, wrong wheel. Let's get the crystal wheel, or do I need the diamond wheel? I don't know. Uses, brick, flour, prismarine, quartz. It's the wrong one. I need the diamond wheel. I need that diamond grinding wheel, all those diamonds, and a metal diamond. Let's do that. Click. So yeah, different things have different, I should have a diamond block and another one of these metal diamonds. All right, get rid of one of those, make, there's my diamond grinding wheel, spit. So I was saying that I can grind these things, and if I have the proper wheel, in this case this wheel, doink. Okay, so no, don't right click. So if I spit them in there, rump, 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 and it says don't put a huge amount. If you put a big stack or several stacks, the wheel may pop out. And so it comes out here, so I put a hopper in a chest to collect it, and just finished it all. It gave me nuggets. It gave me 12 nuggets for each. So I ended up getting a third extra from each. Now, if I had something that could double, that would be even better. But this is good early game or multiplying. It's not quite doubling, but you know, hey, 4 for 3, getting that extra third, not bad. I will take that. Should split. That would be very nice, because then I'd get 2 tops. All right, let's dump that off back over to here. Glass can get dumped off over to here. I had a burrito. It was very delicious, but it is trying to burp out of me. All right, let's do this. Get that. There we go. A little bit more condensed. I've been gathering lots. I've been making, as I've been charging up those crystals, yeah, lots and lots, and that's why I've got a bunch more glass, because I said, I've got lots of stone dust. Let's make glass. All right, so done all that. I do want to make the separator, which is why I made a bunch of these. So let's take a look at the separator. The separator, I need that empty rod. Okay, cool. Because 1, 2, 3. Because yeah, I just made 2 filled. This And I lost track of what it was. Oh yeah, I needed some amplifying tubes. I think I have 3, yep, from a previous build. Oh hey, Questy. And so that, and was it 3 of those? I forgot the recipe already. Oh, it's 5. Okay, well that's use all 5. So there's the separator. And it needs some chunks. In fact, let's take a look at the book. Oh, great book. Tell me what I need. Okay, so I need, these are the heat blocks, and there are 6 of them. And then I also need some of these heavy protection blocks, 2 more of these amplifying tubes, and some light collectors, plus a thingy of liquid soul right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't think that's enough. I think I need to make at least 1 batch more, because I think I need use. That's the soul steel block. Oh yeah, I want to also make some of these pickers. That's it. The heavy protection block. Yeah, I need 8 because I need 5 of these blocks, and so yeah. Do I have any here? No, that's just the regular protection block. So, yep, let me make some more of these and a bunch of other things, and we'll be back. That will give me some souls right there. Seems to be working at night. Alrighty, are you ready to see this? I'm ready to see this. Okay, so the thing I needed 2 sets of these, the heavy protection block, and I only need 5, but you know I've got to make 8. I keep forgetting that, you know, I get things in groups of 4. I had to recount this again because initially I was going to bake a lot more, but nope, they come in groups of 4. Okay, gonna hold off. So let me grab these bits here, and oh yeah, I needed some, the white brackish stone here. Let's plop that there. 2 light collectors. Alrighty, I believe I've got everything in place that I need. So I need the heavies. And I set this up. I haven't tested this. I'm hoping this works. So I've got a chest, and all of these are pointing into the chest, and then these are pointing in here. I'm hoping this will work nicely. So 1 goes here, and then I need my heat blocks. Heat and heat and heat and heat. And then the liquid souls go right there, and they don't go too far. Interesting that, yeah, that's about as far as they go. Okay, I'm really hoping that this will get sucked up. Anyway, then I need to go ahead and put some of these heavy... Come back here, you. I was thinking there was glass there that I could click against. Said, no, I can't. And so, anyway, this now needs some heat there, and another one of the heavy protections there. And there's my amplifying tubes. Go there. I'm going to have to break that because I need a light... Go away, pig. If you're going to bother me, you become pork chops. Okay, and let's put the light collectors on top there, and they will have to get charged, although something I read, because yay, reading documentation is fabu, if you hit them with a light, ding, fully charged. Hey, you know, because it's night. don't really want to do that. And then I think the last thing I need is the separator, and that is pointed the right direction. Cool. Now I'm hoping that the hoppers there will suck the stuff in fast rather than spinning it out here. Now it'll work on the other 2. I might need a block. Let's find out, because here I've got a magma block. Do I just toss? Do I right click you? Yes. Oh, it needs power. Never mind. Let me go ahead and grab this guy over here. Boink. Because it needs 25 power for each operation. So let's go ahead and go doink right there. That should be close enough. 165. Oh, I wonder if it needs... I wonder if it really needs this runoff on all the sides. That would be less than optimal. Because that means I can't have it right there. I've got to bump it over one more. Oh, I think that's the case. Because nothing's happening here. This is charged. We've got the 1, 2, 3. We've got the blocks. Let's look at the manual again. Manual says we got the 3. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got that in place. We got the 2 light tubes, and are those, well, those don't look as fully charged, but I don't think that really matters because they would charge really fast anyway. Sneak to view. Oh, that takes me right to the item. Can I sneak to view that? No. Cool. So some of these blocks it'll do, but not all of them. Anyway, yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to bump this out one. Frathin, no good, dirty, rotten. Spit. Okay, so it's been bumped over one in that direction. Oh, I guess I can put that torch back up in its place. Dink. So that should work. Let's try with the magnet block, because if we look at the options, here's the separator. This gets me blaze powder and slime balls. Yay for blaze powder. So this is close enough, that should charge. These are not charged, but let's see. Okay, let's, because it doesn't look like anything's happening here. Let's pull that guy out. Charge those fully up. Yeah, because see, right click doesn't do it, or tossing it doesn't do it, but right click, that looks like that does it there. Now what? Oh, nope, disappeared. Hot diggity, that did work. Okay, so it does very much look like it wants that flowing texture or flowing fluid there to the side. But having the hoppers underneath means I can just suck up whatever. Yay, okay. And that went down by 25. So that works. Separator, that's pretty cool. I'm very curious if other things will break down too. In fact, if we look at magma blocks and uses of this, can I do uses? Aha! So these things, I can turn a pumpkin back into those bits. I can deconstruct my enchantment table. I can deconstruct ender chests. Droppers, compasses, TNT. Oh, there's another way of getting blaze rods if you find lots of brewing stands. That breaks that down, breaks that down. Oh, very handy to get that into these bits, because I think I can make these, which that gives me access to those. That's the only way I think at this point I can get access to these prismarine crystals. Yeah, I gotta grind them down. But uses this... seriously, is that the only... Oh, that's got to be wrong. That can't be the right recipes for those. Unless you could use any type of crystal for that. That's just weird. Anyway, so there's other recipes. Use this. Uses for that. Let's go back the other direction. Did that. Ender pearls. Okay, so there are some recipes. I would like to see a lot more of those in place. All right, one last thing. We've got this to make things easier. This gives me these dust pickers. So there's a picker for each of the different types of these shards. Because if you take a crystal and you crush it with the crushing block, you get a random selection of the various shards, which is not all that grand. But now I've got a shard picking table. And let's come over here and grab this dust picker holder. And I'm going to come over here. Let's do it right here. So it's close, but not too uber close. And I'm going to take the holder and we'll put that there for right now. I'll figure out where that should go. So I can take mysterious dust and I can put it in here, and then This guy right here, I'm very low on this dust. In fact, hey, you are in the friggin' way, so you can die too. If we take a look, wrong chest, this chest, I've got 2 left of the shard of the, that's going to be this one right here. FE, FE. So that's the one I want. Let's get rid of, where have I been putting my blocks? I've been putting my blocks in here. Sort. So I only have 2 of these left, and I have 5 of those. So let's go ahead and grab those 2, because those are the 2 that at this point I really want more of. Got plenty of the rest, so that's fine. These dust pickers, I can just right-click onto the holder, shift right-click, and that'll put them, doink, doink. And that way in one block I can hold all of my pickers. Ain't that cool? Okay, that's pretty cool. Now with this, I can put this mysterious dust rather than doing the combining. Okay, let's look at the recipe for crystal. Crystal. To make this, I gotta get the block. To make the block, it's smelting the mysterious mixture, which is the leaves around a mysterious dust. Well, right here, I can. Did you give me any? You gave me none. You dirty, rotten thing. It's a... There we go. There's one. And that's why I put it next to. There we go. So I can, for a lesser chance... Yep, see, didn't always work. But, ooh, close enough. But this gives me 100% what I want. For just pure dust, and I don't have to go through and do the other of setting up the making the bits and crushing them, and first smelting them and then crushing them. You are in the way too. You can just go away. You should not be in the way. He appeared back there and got locked up. All right, so this gives me the chance to snag what I want, and let's go ahead and shift you in here, and then I can go shift. How do I get you out? Oh, cool. I can just, okay, that's snazzy. Okay, and that also looks really cool. I do like how they're slightly transparent. That's some nice textures. I need to figure out maybe if this were kitty corner, that way when it pops out, it's going to be sucked in a little bit better. Yeah, yep, I think that that needs an axe. I'll fiddle with that. I don't even have an axe. Anyway, I will fiddle with that. There was one last thing. To repairing mixtures, repairing paste. So for that I need to make the raw repairing paste. Shard, soul dust, fertilizer block. Ooh, bone meal and gunpowder. I have no gunpowder, but I can make it from here. Okay. I'll deal with that at a later date, because I would have to do some... Nope, you don't go in there. I will have to do some work with the cores to make TNT. TNT, I can make that. That's it. That's the warm core. And I need hardened clay. Any clay... yeah, white stained and hardened clay will allow me to get TNT using the shard of the soil of fire, and then I can deconstruct that there to sit there and get the gunpowder out of that. And then I also need to make some bone blocks and grind them, and then I can make the repairing paste. But I'm not going to do that right now. Nope. I think I'm done for the day. I need to do a little prettifying back there. Got to clean up my ground, and oh, it did split up there. I will have to make me an axe so I can grab those and chop this all down. And I got a few end bits. Cool. And a splitter. I like it a lot. Plus I have so much ore back there I need to process. Okay, I've got work to do that I'll do off camera because I'm boring. Anyway, this has been Grok, the Duck Farmer here, playing with God Block and digging a little bit deeper into Hearth Well. And it's a fun mod. No sieving. I like that. And thanks for watching.